What if Apple fired Steve Jobs and he never returned? In 1997, Apple had 90 days of money left before going completely bankrupt. The only reason it survived was one man, the same man they fired 12 years before. The problem. First, who was Steve Jobs before any of this? He was the vision behind Apple, the obsession, the guy who looked at a product and said, "This isn't good enough," until it was perfect. But in 1985, the Apple board voted against him. He was too difficult, too controlling, too intense. So they fired him from the company he built in his own garage. And just like that, the most important person in Apple's history was gone. Now here's what happened to Apple while he was gone. They released too many products. No focus, no clear identity. Microsoft was eating them alive. Windows was everywhere. Apple was losing badly. By 1997, Apple had 90 days of cash left. 90 days before the lights went off forever. Meanwhile, what was Jobs doing after getting fired? He started a new company called Next. He also bought a small animation company called Pixar, which went on to make Toy Story, the world's first fully computer-animated film. In 1996, Apple bought Next for $429 million. That purchase brought Jobs back inside Apple. By 1997, he was CEO again. But here's our question today. What if Apple never made that purchase? What if Jobs stayed gone permanently? Let's run the full alternate timeline. The effect. The company that started in a garage quietly dies in 1997. 1998, no iMac. In real life, the iMac was the first product Jobs launched after returning. It was colorful, simple, beautiful, and it single-handedly saved Apple's brand. In our alternate world, it never exists. 2001, no iPod, no iTunes. Music piracy was running completely wild in 2001. Napster had 80 million users stealing music for free. Jobs solved that problem by creating a legal, beautiful way to buy music for $1 per song. Without him, that solution never comes. And now, the big one, 2007, no iPhone. Take a second to think about what that actually means. Nokia stays the king of phones. BlackBerry owns the business world. Nobody is building a touchscreen smartphone with apps. The entire app economy, worth $935 billion today, never gets built. Who wins? Microsoft wins everything. No competition. Bill Gates dominates every screen on Earth. Nokia and BlackBerry rule phones for another decade at least. Who loses? Millions of developers and creators whose entire careers were built on Apple products, they never get that opportunity. And here's the twist nobody sees coming. Without the iPhone forcing Google's hand, Android as we know it probably never gets built properly either. Google built Android aggressively because iPhone scared them into action. Remove the iPhone, and Google stays comfortable, which means one boardroom decision in 1985 to fire Steve Jobs that was never properly reversed in 1997 potentially erases the entire modern smartphone world. Not just Apple, not just iPhone, everything. In the end, today, Apple is worth over $3 trillion, making it the most valuable company in human history. Jobs operated differently from every other CEO on Earth. He didn't ask customers what they wanted. He decided for them. He killed 70% of Apple's product line the moment he returned, focused everything on 4 products, and made each one so simple and beautiful that people lined up around the block to buy them. The iMac saved the company in 1998. The iPod rewired how humans listen to music in 2001. The iPhone in 2007 didn't just create a new product, it created an entirely new economy worth trillions of dollars that didn't exist before. One man. And he turned a company 90 days from bankruptcy into the most valuable business ever built on this planet. So here's what I want to know from you. What other single business moment do you think secretly changed the entire world? Drop it in the comments. The best answer becomes my next What If video. Subscribe for a new What If business every Tuesday. See you then.